Hello, how are you? This is Kids Mind, and this is Teacher Naomi, and I'm going to give you a story. So, are you waiting for that story? Welcome. Today's story is about a boy. This boy was an only child of his mother. His mother was a bit old. The only problem with this boy, it is that he was very lazy. So this boy did not want to do anything. And remember, the mother was old. So the mother continued working alone in the garden, in the house, but the boy did not want to help. So, after many years, the mother was now very old, and she was not able to work in the garden. The boy decided to go and look for food from the neighbors. But the neighbors told him, "No, we cannot give you food. Go and cook food for your mother." So one day, the mother became very sick. You know, when you're not eating well, you can become sick. So the mother became sick. And can you imagine? She died. Now this boy was left all alone. And he started wondering, what am I supposed to do? My mother has died, and she's the one who was doing everything, cooking for me, washing the utensils, washing the clothes, going to get firewood, everything. What am I supposed to do now? And the boy started getting hungry. The neighbors helped this boy to bury the mother. Then after that, he was left alone. Nobody wanted to be near this boy. Why? Because he was lazy, and he had a big appetite. He really loved food. And you know, when you're not working, it is hard to get food. So this boy moved from one place to the other, trying to beg for food. And everybody was telling him, well, since you have a shamba, you can go and cultivate and get food. But why are you begging food like a beggar? And this boy could not listen to them. So he continued like that, begging and begging and begging, until everybody decided, from now on, we are not going to give this boy anything. We have had enough of him. And the boy continued being hungry. Then one day, he decided to go to the forest. In the forest, he spotted a beehive. And the beehive had a lot of honey. But he did not know how to get honey because he was afraid to be stung by the bee. So what happened is that he went near the beehive and started devising a plan. He used to watch animals getting honey from beehives. And he did not want to get stung. Animals did not mind. But for him, his body was delicate. So he stayed there and waited. Then suddenly a mongoose came, and the mongoose wanted that honey. So this boy realized that he could wait until the mongoose frightens the bees, and then he could snatch some honey and run away. And that is what happened. He went home and started licking that honey. At least he felt better. Then he went again to the forest. This time round, he was not lucky. He heard a lion roaring, and he was afraid. Quickly, he climbed a tree that was near and waited silently. Then the lion came. To his surprise, the lion had meat. Then it just stood there. Then from one corner, the boy saw a dog, a wild dog. That wild dog was lame. It had 2 legs. So the dog was not able to walk normally the way dogs walk. He was very surprised to see that the lion dropped that meat and the dog ate. Hey, since when did the lion and the dog become friends? This boy was marveled. Hey, this is very interesting. And he stayed up there on the tree. Later, he heard the lion again coming. This time, the lion was carrying a big piece of meat. Then from another corner, there was this hyena. The hyena had only 2 legs. Then the lion came and dropped the meat. This boy wondered, oh, okay. So what I'll do, I'm going to pray to God. I am very sure that God has very good plans. The way He has planned that these lame animals are getting food and they are getting meat from the lion, I'm going to pretend that my legs are not working properly. So one of the legs, and then the boy came out of the tree. He came down from the tree. The boy said, now, this is my time. I'll be eating meat like those animals. And he started limping, and he limped towards the village. And the village wondered, what has happened? This boy was healthy the other day. What is happening? So they decided to try and see whether this boy was pretending or for real he had a problem. So one neighbor went and came with his dog, and the dog was a fierce dog, and it started barking and chasing this boy. Can you imagine? The boy forgot that he was pretending to be lame and fled for his life. He ran, and the neighbors were left laughing. They knew, okay, so he was pretending. Now we have noted. And this boy, he was lazy and also very cunning. He wanted to con the village people by pretending that his leg had a problem. Then an idea came to his mind. Now I'm going to pray to God. And he started praying. He prayed to God to bring someone like the way the lion came and assisted the lame animals. and he sat under a tree. He stayed the whole day. Nobody came. In the evening, he was as hungry as a wolf. He got nothing. And he strolled home feeling very weak. On his way home, he met a very old man. That man stopped him and told him, "Young boy, you have been praying to God, and God has answered your prayers. But you have refused to do what God wants you to do. The other day, you saw a lion feeding lame animals. What lesson did you get?" And the boy started thinking, wow, by the way, what lesson did I get from the lion feeding the lame animals? And the boy said, wow, I got this lesson that God has a plan for all human beings, for all animals, for everything. And that is why I decided to be like the lame animals, but it did not work. So the old woman told him, no, that was not the lesson that God wanted you to learn. God wanted you to learn another lesson. What other lesson would you have learned? And the boy started thinking, there were two animals. There was the lame and the strong lion. Okay. I get it. I was supposed to learn to be like a lion. Good, the old woman told the boy. That was the lesson that you are supposed to learn. But because you are a lazy boy, you wanted to be lazy and be like a lame person. While you have two legs, two hands, you have everything. You are not like the unfortunate animals that were lame. So the boy was told by this old man, God has decided to help you because you are like a lion. You are very strong. Then the boy asked the man, what am I supposed to do? And the old man told him, go home, get a djembe, go to your garden, start digging. When you are digging, God will send people to come and give you food so that you may dig and continue digging. So the boy thanked the old man and ran home. When he reached home, he took a jembe and went to the shamba. He dug and dug and dug till midday, and he started feeling hungry. And suddenly, a woman passed. That woman was carrying ripe bananas. And the woman said, young boy, I can see you are working very hard, and the sun is very hot. Please, have these bananas. And the boy was very happy. He continued digging after eating the bananas and thanking the woman. Then, in the evening, when going home, another woman came. Young boy, you have worked the whole day, and I can see you are very tired. Here, there are some arrowroot that I have. Go and boil and eat. So the boy was very happy. The old man was right. When he started working, God sent people to come and feed him. Then from that day, the boy continued working in his shamba. And he planted seeds. He planted maize, beans, he planted yams, he planted bananas, and he became a very hardworking boy. And can you imagine, after harvesting, he was able to remember the lion that used to feed the lame animals. So he took some of his crops and went giving out to the villagers who were helpless. So from that day, this boy was not lazy anymore. He continued being a hard-working boy, and he worked very hard. So that is the end of my story. So what do you learn from that? It is good to work and to learn good lessons. Don't learn lessons that will not help you. Like the way the boy had learned a lesson and decided to become lame, which was not the right lesson to learn. Always learn to be a strong person like a lion. Learn to help others because God has made you a very strong child. Make sure you help other weak people, and God will always provide for you. So until next time, this is Kids Mind, and we shall continue with stories which are very interesting. Thank you. Bye.